In this video, I will show you how to install and configure your A9 mini wireless camera and also how to use it as well. So first, on this camera you have to find the app for it. So inside the manual, as you see, you have the app name. So over here, for example, this one has this FtyCam. If you can't figure out which app your camera uses, then you probably will have to try all of them. These three are the most popular ones, 720, 380 and FtyCam, so maybe start with these. So mostly, again, if you go in the Play Store, you should be able to find the app. So then also, yeah, we have to insert a memory card as well in this camera. So see, inside here we can insert a microSD memory card. I suggest to insert maybe at least 32GB memory card. So you see, slide inside and also push inside. By the way, also we can use this camera without a phone as well, without connecting. So if you want to turn it on and start filming, so all you do is simply press and hold the on-off button for a couple of seconds and you see it will turn on. Okay, a bit longer. So you see it turns on and it's either like staying blue or also blinking blue. So if it's blinking, that also means it has entered pairing mode and we can also connect it to a phone. But yeah, as soon as you also turn it on, it will start recording the video and it will store in the memory card. If you want to stop and end the recording, so you simply turn off the camera and the camera will save the video file as well and also turn off itself. Okay, and next, yeah, let's connect it to a smartphone because we have a bunch more features here. So first, let's turn on our camera. So again, if it's not blinking and if you can't connect to your phone, I suggest you to click and hold the mode button for maybe like 6 or 7 seconds. It will reset the camera and enter in this forced pairing mode. So you see it turn it off and also again starts to blink rapidly. So again, that's the second way how we can enter the pairing mode. So then, for example, I'm going to open this app here for it. So again, download the app needed for your camera. For example, in this one, I can sign in with Google or also create an account here. Okay, so I signed in with Google. Okay, allow this. And there are two different ways how to connect this camera to your phone, using a local mode or also like IP wireless Wi-Fi mode. So the local mode is the most reliable. So to connect it in that way, we have to simply go in our phone settings. So in our Wi-Fi settings, click on details and this camera essentially creates its own Wi-Fi network. Okay, I had to plug it in because my battery was low. So you see, basically in the Wi-Fi networks, it creates its own Wi-Fi networks that we can connect to. So the default password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you see in manual it says even. Okay, so let's click connect here and wait for it to connect. So wait, I'll show you when. Yep, allows connection and it should say connected without internet. So wait till it says this connect without internet, then go back to the app, refresh the app. Yep, let's authorize this. Okay, you can cancel this. This again requires a Wi-Fi network setup. I will show you that later. So as you see, as soon as you launch the app, you can actually, yeah, see the camera is working instantly. So you see that easy. So you pair it, open the app and it's running. So how cool is that? Also you see we can enable the voice transfer here. So also recording the voice. Otherwise again it won't record by default that. Also for example we can take a picture, for example. Yeah, save it also. Also we can record a video as well. So this video, if you press this button, it will record the video internally in your phone like gallery essentially. So if you if you still have this view, even if you do not press the button, the camera still is recording the video in its internal memory card. So that's cool. And also you see you can basically make it like this, so like larger screen. Okay, and also if you go here, as you see, you can also like add some more things even if you want to. And then also let's connect it using the Wi-Fi mode. So the essentially a mode where this camera first would connect to your Wi-Fi network box, so your Wi-Fi router, and then it essentially uploads the footage online, and then basically you can connect remotely, basically from anywhere to that camera. So yeah, let's do that. So first let's go in our Wi-Fi settings and forget this network here. So forget it, and we are going to connect to our Wi-Fi networks that you have in home, essentially. It's the default one. Okay, and then let's exit this app here and launch it from fresh. Okay, and also again, make sure your camera is in this blinking mode where it blinks. If it doesn't blink, so again, simply press and hold the mode button for maybe like 6 seconds. As see, it turns off and then turns on, and again resets all the settings, and we can pair it as like a new device. Okay, so I'm going to click add device here, and yep, allow this nearby connection. And if everything is okay, so it found basically our camera here. So let's click add. And also your Wi-Fi network has to run in 2.4 GHz like frequency. If it's 5 GHz, it actually won't be able to properly work with this camera. So if it's not working, it's not connecting, again, check your router settings and make sure it's set at 2.4 GHz. And then simply enter your Wi-Fi network password. So your own Wi-Fi network password. Yep. And this process might take up to maybe 20 seconds sometimes. So let's see, wait, how long it takes. So you can make sure the camera is blinking. Also we can name the device here. And you see it also connected this way. But when it comes to negative, this connection method isn't very reliable in my opinion. Like as you see, there's definitely huge delay, because again this footage is actually coming from their online servers, I guess. So you're uploading basically it remotely, so you see it lags and also drops frames like crazy. You see the bitrate also isn't very good here. But yeah, obviously, yeah, for example, if this is your Wi-Fi router, so again, instead of the camera connecting directly to your phone directly, it's connecting basically to your Wi-Fi box, uploading the footage online, I guess, on their servers, and then basically from this account here, you can actually remotely use a camera basically. So for example, if you are in another city, or maybe let's say another country, essentially, you can even remotely view it pretty much anywhere in the world. So that's pretty cool actually. And yeah, when it comes to features, so also see you can actually change the video quality here as well if you need that. And that's about it really. So also when it comes to charging, yeah, if you want indefinite runtime, I suggest to use it with a power bank. So as you see, when it comes to power consumption, it doesn't really consume much. Yeah, battery life in my opinion isn't actually very good, maybe 20 minutes essentially of recording time. So again, I actually like to use mine with a power bank essentially, and then yeah, it works pretty decent. Also, if you need the manual perhaps, so I can pause the video here. But you see not much in the manual. Okay, good luck.